Good day mates, Lost here, and welcome back to another internet browsing. I think for this internet browsing video and future ones, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to record in chunks and put them all together in like bigger parts so that I'm not uploading so many internet browsing videos. Anyway, so there are a few new things from last time. In Singapore, after we discovered the transport truck, discovered what was inside that transport truck back in Wilson Cliffs, and we went to Sumatra, we were led to Singapore. And doing that and talking to Moneymaker gave us a site here for Moneymaker. What's on here? In the BBS. News from Moneymaker.
Work is scarce because of a spender crackdown by the OCU and Singapore police. If any of you reading this are having trouble, let me know. Missing people, information security checks, I can do anything.
Islands keep piling up and I'm blacklisted, so I can't get another loan. Getting your roof ID from the blacklist?
I can take care of it. Email me your ID number, address, and your bank name. Price will depend on the work I have to do.
Wouldn't it be easier to transfer fake electronic funds to pay off the debt? You'll come out squeaky clean that way. Oh, well. Clearly, she's trying to make money. That's why she undergoes the weirdest way to do it. Anyway, so we've had this government agency for a while, and we've had this Ospite hackers group, but in the Sumatra to Singapore route, we gain access to the corporations. Specifically, we've gained access to the DCN and Leonet, or Lenore Enterprises. Let's check this out. We have some projects and munitions divisions. Let's check out the projects. Lenore Enterprises covers all forms of electronics, from designing and manufacturing Vanzas to manufacturing home PCs. Our Vanzas, which use a high-density processor Leora, hold 40% of the market share in the OCU. We hope to continue our contribution to world peace technological development. Topics. What do they have to say? Lenore products available worldwide. Lenore Enterprises products are used around the world. Our new service to exchange used normal leg parts with hover and caterpillar types is particularly popular among desert regions of Africa. Our new model, the Cassette, is now much stronger with reinforced body armor. It is also equipped with the latest processor, the PPX-2. The surface is coated with a special polyceramic plating to prevent deterioration from severe weather. Well then. Products. We have to sell. Cassell M2, obviously. Dilly-Dallying M1. Which, fun fact, you never get to buy in this particular route of the game. The Fora M1 2A. Box Mech, number 1. And there's a Cassell again. Okay. Let's get out of Lenore Enterprises. Now to the DCN. Coming live from the Daily Canberra Network News. Topics. In the OCU. Uesuga Solution Follow-up. Shinichi Kawai, Tokyo. The OCU and JDF filed a complaint against the Japanese publisher. The publisher in question ran an exclusive interview with an anonymous Yokosuka-based staff member. In the article, the anonymous staff member revealed that the accident on the Yokosuka base was caused by a new weapon developed by the OCU. The OCU insists that the report is a fabrication, repeating that the explosion was caused by fire in a fuel storage tank. publisher responded by saying it stands behind the story 100%. Well then, International. President Gorchakov visits Ravnui. Johnny Kidman and Belarus. President Gorchakov of the South Republic paid a courtesy visit to Ravnui. The President arrived on the 16th and discovered visits Ravnui National Research Laboratory and other industrial facilities. National Research Laboratory is one of the largest research organizations in the world. There are 5 sites in 11 cities. The Statue of Peace, contributed by Zaftro, will be presented on the final day of his visit. Oh then. The timeline is here. Bangkok Economic Bloc established, which is the red part. And establishment of the British network in the beginning of the 21st century promoted economic globalization, which in turn led to a formation of major economic blocs that hold a larger share of the global market. Among them was the Bangkok Economic Bloc, established by former ASEAN members in 2005, and background of the current OCU. Ship Trinidad captured. Tanker Trinidad, cruising through the Panama Canal, was captured in 2011 by a U.S. battleship. Americans stopped the Trinidad for inspection, but Australia, who owns the tanker, saw this incident as a warning by the U.S. against joining the Bangkok Economic Bloc. Their relationship rapidly deteriorated after this incident. Australia and Japan joined the Economic Bloc. The Bangkok Economic Bloc grew to become one of the greatest economic powers in 2015. Japan could no longer ignore the president's move to join the Bangkok Economic Bloc. Together with Australia, Japan set up a committee to prepare the entrance into the BEB. He had renamed, with the addition of Australia and Japan, the BEB moved to expand beyond a simple economic coalition. They renamed the coalition the Oceania Community Union, OCU. Finally, familiar territory. The national flag design was chosen by contest. 2019 marked the beginning of the OCU. Change economic structure. 2020 saw a drastic change in the economy of countries joining the OCU. The change was caused by the establishment of a unified currency system within the OCU. The unification of currency, while causing minor confusion in the financial sector, was a significant step towards the birth of the OCU. Well then. Rise of anti-OCU movement. While the OCU was on a steady course towards establishment, certain countries were in opposition. The opposing party saw the OCU as a backward step from independence. The opposition in Southeast Asia was especially strong with regard to Japan joining. Cooperative military. The OCU recognized the need for defensive military to protect the union of countries. First cooperative units were stationed in Australia, Japan, and Indonesia in 2023. These units developed into the present OCU military. Jesus. OCU established. The OCU was finally established in 2026, after care preparations overcoming various obstacles. The process took 21 years from the founding of the Bangkok Economic Bloc, BEB, ending 7 years after the name Oceania Community Union was decided upon. The first meeting of the OCU Congress was held in Canberra, Australia. President of each country proclaimed their commitment to the Union. Korea joins OCU. Korea decided to join the OCU in 2028. Situated next to the economic power of the EHC and seeing its own market growth slowed by the OCU, Korea determined to join. Many other Central Asian countries joined soon after, forming the current OCU. Okay, so that is the history of the OCU. And can I do anything in their editorial office? Probably not there. Here. I can. Check. The CDN season is here. When will the participating pods and funders be announced? I'm a big fan of Rox the Tiger. I'd reserve gold tickets if he were competing. From Rox Maniac. The list of DCN players is in the papers today. Rox Tiger's listed of his new funds are from Leonora. Don't forget, we're publishing Rocks and Tigers Battle Legend 2 before the tournament. Wow, thanks. I'm gonna hit the ticket guide now, Rocks Maniac. Well then. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, that is the corporations of Australia and Singapore's only website. Anyway, we'll be back with more. Anyway, we're gonna go to our desktop, to the data list. To graphic data, we have this and this. We don't have a tool to open this currently. Text data, we have this, and we have this. We can actually undo the data protection of this document. That means we can actually read this now. Armored King Country Special Edition. Here's some hints on unlocking passwords of many websites. Certain websites require a password to access information you want to see. A key to finding out the password is to find a rule to the website uses. The Department of Public Safety replaces letters with numbers in their file password. E equals 9, H equals 8, 0 equals O equals 0, and S equals 2. The 4 letters are replaced by numbers. Internal information password replaces Japan's P with a 9, making it Japan. Other pages follow the same rule. Encryption used is different for each website. Not all sites use this method. Personal data might use that person's name as its password. Well then, it's like a game. Enjoy the challenge. Well then, given that information, we have some web exploring to do. There's a chance that this episode will be included as part of a compilation of internet things. It's very possible. Anyway, let's go to Japan. I remember a place where you could put in personal information, I guess. To the college. Okay, it is not here. I think it was under school statistics. Yep, it's this one. To the database. You can put in a data code here. Let's put in our sister's name for the heck of it. Oh my god, it actually comes up with a result. Class of 2094, female age 19, radiation engineering department. Relatives, father, Sao Ikari, employed at Yokosuka base. Brother, Shinji Ikari, attending Yokosuka Technical Institute. Addendum, Kirishima Industries, special researcher, archery club member. So, yes, our sister is an archery club member. That was handy information. And did anything ever change from what's new? No. Let's go to Miss Taihoko and vote for our sister again. Because we can. Melissa Akari, 1 vote. Wow. That's nice. And something about the Department of Public Safety. So there. Our Public Safety password is required to access this website. You know, let's go back. I seem to remember seeing something in an email about this. We're gonna check that out. In order to get back here quickly, we'll link this address. Check mail. I think it was actually mailed to Ryogo, and I think it was this one. Okay. 992 is the password, and okay, now we go back to that page. This. Basic information. Okay. That's a lot of data. Japan Internal Report number blah. Japan has been leader for 90 years since the founding of the OCU. Yet is now falling behind our member nations' education in economic terms. Our disaster prevention agencies are behind those of our nations. The Department of Public Safety is understaffed and our equipment is outdated to the point where JDF has better intelligence than the CIU. Internal report number blah. JDF has reported JDF Yokosuka Base explosion accident. However, the following evidence shows otherwise. 1. The area of explosion was far removed from any fuel or ammo depots. 2. A video of the explosion distributed by JDF shows signs of visual retouching. 3. No government authorities have been allowed to examine the site. It's still not clear exactly what transpired there, nor do we have the equipment to break through their defenses and find out. Digital retouching. Japan Internal Report number blah. JDF General Chief of Staff Masao Sasaki is well known within JDF for his ambition. His theory of active defense is basically the same as US and Dilly-Dalling's policy of military forces diplomacy. Sasaki's backed many parliament members could become a minister. His movements are being closely monitored. If he takes suspicious actions, rectification may become necessary. Level 4 data. Japan Internal Report number blah. We have received information that JDF intelligence is infiltrated the police. Our researchers found 3 suspects. 1 female police officer has been dropped from suspicion following a closer examination. The other 2 suspects are under constant surveillance. We believe that spies were sent into our organization to gauge the extent to which police and public safety boards know about the Yokosuka Base explosion. Well then. 5. Internal Report number blah. We are continuing our investigation into JDF Emergency Response Team MAF, Mobile Assault Force. Yesterday, one of our investigators was involved in a hit-and-run accident. He escaped with minimal injuries and reports that the accident was staged. We must view this as a hostile attempt by JDF forces to deter our investigation. We have increased precautions since lowering the MAF is directed by Sasaki. Well then. Can I get into this? I think it's that. Oh my god, it worked. About the OCU at large. OCU report number blah. Large-scale activity in the OCU force since the explosion. The OCU sent inspectors with scientific team to Yokosuka Base. Following that, several transports were moved to OCU at Atsugi Base. We believe there is a secret behind the explosion. as verified in the Japan report. OSU report number blah. Investigations revealed that the OSU established 3 weapons research labs in all of its member nations. Our information shows a new Wanzer model was developed. It's considerably larger than standard Wanzers and is clearly in violation of mold specifications. This armament appears to be double that of a standard Wanzer. The research team leaked this, and we are awaiting photographs and schematics, which we blew the shit out of in the previous battle. In the A path, at least. OSU report number blah. The CIU has also been investigating OSU activities. It seems that the size of their intelligence team has decreased. However, they are still operating on a large scale than our Department of Public Safety and are equipped with newer weaponry. The CIU is currently most active in OSU nations, especially in Southeast Asia and the Philippines, possibly due to the unstable conditions there. OSU report number blah. The OSU central government has been strengthening its friendship treaties with foreign nations recently. 20 years after the Second Huffman War, its relations with the USN are normalizing, possibly due to the increasing internal conflict within the OSU. However, the OSU military still considers the USN to be its biggest threat, and USN naval craft near OSU territorial waters closely monitored. So they know about the USN. OSU report number blah. Sparkle cannons, commonly called beam weapons, are hard to miniaturize and require a high output generator. Velda Co. of Australia offered to make an experimental beam weapon for the OSU. It was granted top secret test privileges 2 years ago. Jade Metal Lyman Co. was also given permission to build a heavy combat vehicle. It seems that Velda has yet to complete their prototype. We have been unable to obtain more information on Jade Metal. We have unconfirmed reports that Velda is continuing development in a joint venture with Kirishima Industries. Well then. 6. International information. USN and DHC. Let's try this. Anyway. You... Okay, I remember that correctly. Level 1 data. USN report number blah. USN naval units are patrolling strategic points in the Pacific. Recently, these patrols have come very close to OSU territory. It's likely they are gathering information. This data was obtained from JDF and CIU intelligence reports. USN report number blah. Murders in the USN weapons industry have become increasingly frequent in recent months. Fireball Co., Hope Prize Co., and Flamin' Co. all joined the Diablo Avionics group. Vince Co. has remained independent, but USN orders have dropped. Vince Japan, division of Vince Co., declared bankruptcy in 2107, and it is only a matter of time for the rest of the company is bought out by Diablo. USN report number blah. We have reports from our USN informant that USN is currently developing an entirely new weapon. Unfortunately, all contact with our informant was lost, and we have no more information. We have reason to believe that the weapon is an energy beam device. However, this is not a new type of weapon, suggesting that the weapon must possess other capabilities. We also had another agent to replace our missing informant. Level 4, our other informant was captured. It's an important number, blah. We have reports from the JDF that USN naval submarines have been penetrating OSU territorial waters. We have confirmation they come as close as 40 meters to Okinawa. However, the JDF has not reported the incidents to the OSU military nor to the Japan Ministry of Defense. We are currently investigating this matter. A fault in JDF communications is suspected. Five. USN report number blah. As an OSU member nation, Japan stands opposed to USN. However, due to strong trade relations with the USN in the past, economic cooperation between our two nations continues after Japan joined the OSU. Now forces are at work to renew ties with the USN. According to our intelligence, certain political and military elements are covertly working to establish military and economic ties with the USN. Similar activity has been reported in USN as well. Can we learn anything about the DHC? D. H, I think, equals 8. And C. Yep. Thanks, PSIA report. Japan Dazong relations. Dazong report, number blah. USN was joined by Dazong in strong opposition to formation of the OCU. DHE officials say the OCU saw the OCU as obstacle trade of the USN, which threatened to join the smaller nations Southeast Asian together within a wall around their own nation. Even today, relations are strained, and nearly all political overtures on the part of the OCU have been roundly dismissed by the DHC. This has also made penetration of the DHE by our agents extremely difficult, forcing us to greatly restrict our intelligence operations in this area. Well then. Dazong report number blah. In the past, the USN often offered Dazong economic assistance. Based on OCU opposition, the USN felt it necessary to join with the DHC, the latter becoming increasingly dependent on USN economic support. However, DHC Chairman Jabo Lao, who assumed control after the death of Bai Long, took a hard-line stance against the growing free DHC economy and severed all economic ties with the USN. Our intelligence shows that the USN made no formal protest, but they began supplying bonzers and other military aid to the Howling anti-government rebels. I have a feeling we're going to be working with them in the future. Dazong report, number blah. Dazong agents have been discovered in Japan. We have confirmation of a vessel leaving DHE Shanghai base. A similar craft was sighted close to Japan in the Ido Straits several days later. We believe this craft was sent to inspect the JDF Yokosuka base explosion site. This evidence of USN and DHC interest in the explosion has further reinforced our belief that this incident was of great possibly military significance. 4. Dazong report, number blah. One of our agents stationed in Dazong has obtained access to government data. It appears that DHC is repping for a large-scale military effort to eradicate the Howling rebels. DHC is mobilizing its elite Rapid Reaction Force, which is surely the most determined assault on the Howling rebels to date. Dazong report, number blah. Our agent in Hong Kong is succeeded in making contact with Howling rebels. They hint to our agent that they are currently receiving aid from USN and are planning to invade Shanghai. We do not intend to interfere with their plan, as their movements will surely have a great effect on relations between Japan and DHC, and continue our surveillance of their organization. Well then. We've learned some information about the Department of Public Safety. And whatever the police are involved in, I guess. That's a lot of corporations. Anyway, did they update anything? Oh my god, they did. 5. In accordance with the Ministry of Trade Directive beginning next month, the inspection of bonds or shipments will require that an inspections officer will be present. There are currently 7 qualified inspectors, however this has proven to be insufficient during peak funds or shipment periods. We request that some management personnel receive WCP qualification. The company will cover all expenses. Qualified WCP personnel will receive a commensurate raise. Please ask your supervisor for details. Those interested in WCP qualification should contact Cooney in General Affairs. Assignments for next month. Kota Hashiguchi, Government Admin. It is Kazu Koike, Okinawa Vanzer Test Site QA. Hirofumi Hanzawa, Orari Systems Admin. Takahiro Tanikawa, Kiwami Factory Admin. Yosuke Fujimori, Isoka Factory Admin. Takaoka Soichiro Ozawa, their lab techs. Following personnel are released from company employment: Hiroyashi Oda, Tatsuya Ozaki, and nobody else. Good to know that we are unaccounted for. Any news from JBNN? Japan. Okay, it's still the scandal. Airport shutdown is still a thing. Armored Ken. Okay. We get nothing new. There will not really be anything new for downloads. Yeah, there isn't gonna be. Oh god, no. Didn't mean to do this. Alright, we are escaping. I think that'll be it for this part. And I think I'll add another internet thing to this, I'm not sure yet. But in case I don't, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.